Some people move quietly through life. They listen more than they speak. They react slowly. It is not weakness, it is history. They have felt too much for too long. Loss, pressure, change without rest. Their body learned endurance early. Their mind learned silence. They do not panic easily. They do not celebrate loudly. They carry calm that looks strong but feels heavy. This calm is not peace, it is control. People often misunderstand them, seen as cold, seen as distant. But inside, there is depth. A nervous system shaped by survival. An emotional world that learned to stay quiet. This is the psychology of people who have gone through too much. When someone has gone through too much, tiredness stays. Not the kind sleep fixes, not the kind rest removes. It lives deeper. The body feels heavy even on calm days. The mind feels slow. Emotions feel distant. This fatigue comes from long pressure, from stress that did not stop, from moments that required strength again and again. The system learned to stay alert. It never fully relaxed. Even when life becomes quieter, the body does not trust it. Energy is saved. Reactions are limited. They do not get excited easily. They do not panic easily. Everything feels muted. This is not lack of feeling, it is protection. The nervous system learned that too much emotion costs safety. So it lowers intensity. Joy feels small. Sadness feels distant. Anger feels controlled. This fatigue is invisible. Others do not see it. They only see calm. But inside, the system is tired from surviving. This tiredness is not failure. It is the cost of endurance. The body is still standing, but it remembers everything. This is emotional fatigue, quiet, deep, and misunderstood.
For many people who have gone through too much pressure, started early. They were asked to be strong before they were ready, to understand before they had words, to carry weight meant for adults. Loss appeared too soon. Change came too fast. Stability did not last. The body learned a rule: do not relax. Even small problems felt serious because bigger ones had already happened. They learned to prepare for impact, to expect difficulty. This pressure did not always come from one event. It came from repetition. Problems without pause, responsibility without relief. The mind adapted. It stopped asking why. It focused on what next. Emotion became secondary. Function became priority. This early overload shaped adulthood. Even now, when nothing is wrong, the body stays ready. It does not trust ease. It does not expect support. This is not pessimism. It is memory stored in the system. The past did not pass quietly. It settled inside. And it still speaks through tension. When difficulty lasts too long, the mind changes. It stops hoping. It starts managing. The survival mind does not look for joy. It looks for stability. It scans the environment. It plans ahead. It avoids risk. This mind learned that mistakes cost too much, that trust can disappear, that safety is temporary.
After too much pain, silence becomes useful. Not empty silence, but controlled silence. Words feel risky. Expression feels costly. They learned that speaking did not always help, that sharing did not always bring safety, so they spoke less. Emotions stayed inside. Reactions became smaller. This silence is not absence of feeling, it is containment. The body learned to hold emotion because release once brought harm. So they listen more than they speak. They observe. They wait. Silence gives control. It prevents exposure. It avoids misunderstanding. Others may think they are distant, cold, unmoved, but inside they feel everything. They just do not let it show. Silence became armor, light, invisible. It keeps them functioning. It keeps them safe. This is not shutting down. It is choosing when to open. After too much, silence feels like relief, a place where nothing is demanded and nothing can hurt. There comes a moment of understanding, not sudden, not loud. They begin to see something clearly. They are not broken, they're tired. What they carry is not weakness, it is memory. They notice how much they have handled, how long they stayed standing, how often they had no choice. This realization changes the inner voice. The blame softens, the pressure eases. They stop asking, "What is wrong with me?" They start seeing, "What happened to me?" This shift is gentle but powerful. They no longer force emotions. They no longer explain their calm. They accept their pace, slow, careful, measured. The realization brings compassion, not dramatic healing, just understanding. They respect their limits. They rest without guilt. The past is no longer an enemy, it is context. They survived something real, and survival leaves marks, even when they are invisible. This understanding does not fix everything, but it brings peace, and peace feels new.
After too much experience, reaction becomes quiet. They do not respond strongly. They observe. Drama feels unnecessary. Urgency feels familiar. So they stay calm. This calm is not emptiness. It is balance. They choose where to spend emotion. They do not give it easily. Small things no longer shake them. Big things feel manageable. Others may think they do not care, but they care deeply. They just protect energy. Life becomes simpler, less noise, less expectation. They enjoy neutral days, ordinary moments. There is comfort in stability. This way of living is not numbness, it is selectivity. They have felt extremes. They no longer seek them. Peace becomes valuable, more than excitement. They live quietly, not because life is small, but because it once felt too big. This calm is earned, and it allows them to keep going. Some strength is invisible. It does not speak loudly. It does not ask to be seen. People who have gone through too much carry this strength. They keep moving. They keep showing up. They keep breathing. Even when joy feels distant, even when energy feels low. They do not talk about survival. They live it. Their strength looks like calm, like patience, like restraint. They know how much life can take, so they choose softness where they can. They do not chase intensity. They protect peace. This strength is not heroic. It is quiet. It exists in choosing rest, in saying no, in staying kind despite exhaustion. Others may overlook it because it does not shine, but it is deep. It holds memory. It holds endurance. It holds wisdom earned the hard way. They have been tested by life, and they are still here. Not loud, not dramatic, just standing. And that is strength.